is just suitable for you. You should therefore completely absorb yourself in the devotional service of the Lord. Purport. Dhruva Maharaj's demand was to achieve an abode even greater than Lord Brahma's. Within this universe, Lord Brahma is supposed to be in the most exalted position, for he is the chief of all demigods. But Dhruva Maharaj wanted a realm beyond this. Therefore, his desire was not to be fulfilled by worshipping any demigods. As described in Bhagavad Gita, the benediction offered by the demigods are all temporary. Therefore, Narada Muni asked Dhruva Maharaj to follow the path recommended by his mother, to worship Vasudeva. When Krishna offers everything, it is beyond expectation of the devotee. Both Suniti and Narada Muni knew that the demand of Dhruva Maharaj was impossible for any demigod to fulfill. Therefore, both of them recommended following the process of devotional service. Narada Muni is referred to here as Bhagavan because he can bless any person just as the Supreme Personality of Godhead can. He was very pleased with Dhruva Maharaj and he could have at once personally given whatever he wanted. But this is not the duty of the spiritual master. His duty is to engage the disciple in proper devotional service as prescribed in the Shastras. Krishna was similarly present before Arjuna, and even though he could have given him all the facilities for victory over the opposing party without a fight, he did not do so. Instead, he asked Arjuna to fight. In the same way, Narada Muni asked Dhruva Maharaj to undergo devotional discipline in order to achieve the desired result. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shala.
We did yesterday, same one yesterday. Today was supposed to be 41, I think.
Oh, is it?
We did yesterday 40.
Oh, Prabhu texted me 40 to read out today.
You can do it
Not a
again.
problem. I can go ahead and I can read the another one also. Thank you so much for letting me know. Yeah, because the text I got, it was 40. Uh-oh, what's happening here? Is something wrong? Oops, internal server error down cloud. Can you all see my screen here? I think something else is coming up, yeah?
We're seeing that error message also. Prabhuji.
Yeah, that's what it's showing on my internet here. At least you can see me on Zoom. Okay, not a problem. I can just read on my phone here quickly. Okay. So please bear with me. Just open up. Okay. So text number 41. Dharmartha kama mokshakyam ye ichchekshreya atmanaha ekam he eva haristatra karanam pada sevanam. Translation: any person who desires the fruit of four principles, religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and at the end liberation, should engage himself in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For worship of his lotus feet yields the fulfillment of all of these. Purport: in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that only with the section of the Supreme Personality of Godhead can the demigods offer benediction. Therefore, whenever any sacrifice is offered to a demigod, okay, yeah, somebody's showing it. Therefore, whenever any sacrifice is offered to a demigod, the Supreme Lord in the form of Narayana Shila or Shaligram Shila is put forward to observe the sacrifice. Actually, the demigods cannot give any benediction without the sanction of the Supreme Lord. Narada Muni therefore advised that even for religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, or liberation, one should approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, offer prayers, and ask for the fulfillment of one's desire at the lotus feet of the Lord. That is real intelligence. An intelligent person never goes to demigods to pray for anything. He goes directly to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the cause of all benediction. As Lord Shri Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, performance of ritualistic ceremonies is not actually religion. The real path of religion is to surrender at the lotus feet of the Lord. For one who is actually surrendered to the lotus feet of the Lord, there is no question of for any separate endeavor of for economic development. A devotee engaged in the service to the Lord is not disappointed in the satisfaction of his senses. If he wants to satisfy his senses, Krishna fulfills that desire. As far as liberation is concerned, any devotee fully engaged in the service of the Lord is already liberated. Therefore, there is no separate necessity for his liberation. Narada Muni uh, therefore advised Dhruva Maharaj to take shelter of Vasudeva, Lord Krishna, and engage himself in the way that his mother had advised, for that would help him fulfill his desire. In this verse, Narada Muni has specially stressed the devotional service of the Lord as the only way. In other words, even if one is full of material desire, he can continue his devotional service to the Lord and all his desires will be fulfilled. Thank you so much. Om Jnana Janashalakaya चक्षुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपिका गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चाते देशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि शिखर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते कदम कानन स्वामी नामने. So Hare Krishna, dear devotees, as you can see, when by the blessings of the Lord, Narada Muni has just appeared in the scene and he was testing his disciple, make sure that he's really determined to get what he's going to get in the future and he's the right candidate. When he gave all the when he was testing him that you are just a boy, you should go and play, never mind the words of your stepmother, don't worry, when you grown up you can just come back again and do your bhakti. And being as a Kshatriya, he was saying, Narad Muni, thank you so much, whatever you said, it was nice to hear, but I'm not a Brahmana. By born, I have a Kshatriya blood in me. Okay, I'm not able to tolerate the harsh word of my stepmother. Please kindly advise me. Then immediately Narada Muni, without seeing here and there, he imparted him the devotional service, the pure devotional service. But at the moment, the disciple Dhruva Maharaj, he is not in the consciousness to do pure devotional service. He was telling Narada Muni, I want to get the property, the name and fame, or the opulence even greater than Brahmaji. And Brahmaji is the topmost. He is the chief among all the demigods. Any opulence beyond him is the opulence of the Lord. It's not the opulence of any demigods. He is the one who is holding the topmost opulence of this material world. And he says, I want more than that. And then Narada Muni thought, and his mother Suniti thought, and they took a bit and they said, okay, if you are asking more than the chief demigod, then the only solution is you must worship Lord Vasudeva. And Narad Muni is been known for giving the instruction only about the pure devotional service. But at the moment, Dhruva Maharaj, his bhakti is mixed. In the Vedic scripture, it says bhakti is of many types, like Karma Mishra Bhakti, Jnana Mishra Bhakti, Yoga Mishra Bhakti, and there is a Shuddha Bhakti. Okay, even though Narada Muni is giving him pure Shuddha Bhakti, but at the moment, Dhruva Maharaj is only ready to do Karma Mishra Bhakti, because Karma Mishra Bhakti and Jnana Mishra Bhakti means that karma is primary and bhakti is secondary. In Jnana Mishra, Jnana is primary, bhakti is secondary. And in Yoga Mishra Bhakti, yoga, which is Ashtanga Yoga, is primary and bhakti is secondary. But Shuddha Bhakti is always primary, is a primary focus. But at the moment, Dhruva Maharaj, he's going to do Karma Mishra Bhakti because he just wants something in return. That's what he was thinking. But the beauty of the pure bhakti is that at the end of the day, when we will find out, when he comes back after 6 months, he doesn't even ask, he laments for it. And furthermore, he just says that, oh my Lord, I don't need anything. Even the Lord has come to bestow him all the benediction. Okay, because that's why he's been called Varadraj. Who is the king of all the benediction. And he's saying and later on he just apologized for his mischievous things. He says, I'm really sorry. I got the Kohinoor, I got the diamond, and I was running after or chasing after the glasses, the broken glasses. I'm really sorry. And his heart becomes so purified. And in the same thing in Srimad Bhagavatam, we will find out somewhere where Aditi, Mother Aditi, when she gets upset by Indra and she asks her husband, Kashyapa Muni, please give me the son, give me the boon. I need a son. That son will kill Indra. And Kashyapa Muni got shocked and he said, oh my God, what's going on here? Then he's been a smart husband, he's been a smart Vaishnava. He says, okay, because at the moment she's in her angry mood and she's asking something material, and the material is that she wants to kill the manager of the universe, who is Lord Indra. Okay, and she says, okay, let me engage her into the devotional service of the Lord Vasudeva. When she will do, her heart will purify, and then she will not ask for the benediction. And that's what happened. And her husband said, now you start doing Payo Vratavarth, and she did for 1 year, and her heart becomes so pure. She says, okay, anyway, leave the job because I'm not envious of him anymore. And same thing, it will happen here. And Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1 say the same thing. Akama, Sarvakama, Mokshakama, Udaradin, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajet Purusham Param. That whatever desire you have, that whether you want to enjoy this material world or you want to take a liberation, which is moksha, or you want to do a Shuddha Bhakti, in any way, just approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means there is no retailer, no agent, no broker in between. Straightway, you are getting the fruits right from the warehouse, right from the factory. Because he's the one who gives everybody. And here also has been mentioned, then who can actually give all these things? Only the pure spiritual master. And here in this particular verse, the Narad Muni is being considered as a Bhagavan. Bhagwan, because he is as powerful as Bhagwan. Why? Because he possesses his love upon the Bhagwan, because he carries Bhagwan in his heart. That's why those people, those sadhus, those who are pure in their bhakti, they always carry Bhagwan in their life, in their vani, in their words. They always chant the holy name. They're always ready to glorify others about the holy name. Every single step of their life, whether bodily, just like body, mind, and words, they have dedicated to the Lord, and they own their possession over the Lord. These people are called Bhagwan. And Narad Muni is a Bhakti Shakti. He's a personification of giving bhakti to the other. He's an incarnation of bhakti. He's an incarnation of bhakti also. His only purpose to enlighten and be smart, because Vaishnava is very, very smart. He knows how to engage everybody, in the service of the Lord. When the person, whether we don't know whether the person asks any material benefit, any jnana, any yoga, ashtanga mystic power, he engages in such a way that the person becomes purified over the period of time, and he gives up all these material things. Only he inspired for the pure devotional service. That's what the Lord also says. Only the pure devotional service you can achieve me, but not other thing. And here in this particular shloka, there are two things very, very important. They have been emphasizes that Narada Muni and Dhruva Maharaj mother, they both didn't inspire Dhruva to approach demigods, because they know what is the position of the demigods. They can only give that much they only have, and that's also temporarily. In Bhagavad Gita 7.23, it says that antavattu falatesham tad bhavatya alpamedesham. Alpamedesham means less intelligent. less intelligent people. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, where it says, Krishna Varnam, Tusha Krishnam, Sango Pangashta Parshadam, Yajanta Sankirtana Pray Yajanti Sumedheshaha. Here it says Alpamedasam, and there it says Sumedesha. Sumedesha means the most intelligent people, and Alpa means very little. So Alpa means less intelligent people. Deva Yajo Yanti Mad Bhakta Yanti Mamapi. So the Lord is explaining to Arjuna, the men of less intelligent people, they approach the demigods. But the problem is that when they approach the demigods, whoever gives the benediction, their fruits are limited and they are temporarily also. We can see that Hiranya Kashyap, he asked Brahmaji that I want to become immoral, please, empower me. I want to become Amara. And Brahmaji says, sorry, I myself is not Amar, so how can I make you? He says, you ask something else. Then he asks other things. So here the Lord is saying, because the demigods, whoever is going to give you the benediction, their fruits are very, very limited. They only give what they have in their basket. And that is also temporarily. As soon as you finish, like this body finish, or either they finish, or either this material world is finished, their benediction is also finished. And on top of that, he's saying those who worship the demigods, they go to the demigod, and the person who worship me, he comes to me only. So that is the clear instruction Lord is telling. There is no point to approach. If you know anything, you please ask me. Even the demigod ask me. And this is the proof in 7.22. Lord is mentioning Sataya Shraddhaya Yuktasya Tasya Aradhanam Ihte Labte Cha Tatha Kaman Meva Vihitam Ta In. That means he's saying even I create the faith in the heart of those people, those who like to worship demigods. But the problem is the demigods themselves are not independent. When any of their follower ask any benediction to them, they first come and approach me. When I give them those benediction, then they take ahead and they give to their followers ahead, even though they themselves are not able, completely independent, to give any benediction to anybody. We can see in the case of Brahmaji, when he gave the benediction to Hiranya, later on, Lord Narayan, he chastised him. He says, what kind of benediction do you give? Do you ever think what is going to do? Look what he has done. He has created the whole havoc. He controlled all the people, all the demigod that I have put them in charge. Sun god, moon god, Varun Dev, Indra Dev, everybody, he has controlled them. Never ever give any such kind of a benediction feature in your life. So that's why we can see that how beautiful the instruction of the Lord is. Even the Vaishnava, those who follow the Lord completely, they never give any kind of a instruction to anybody that you should do Karma Kanda, you should do Jnana Kanda, you should do Ashtanga Yoga, because everything, it comes under the umbrella of Bhakti anyway. It is just all the side perks. Like if we get a job, and when we want to become a manager, or we are going to apply for a job as a manager, and when we get the job, that is our real goal. But the company on the side, they give some perks and allowances. Okay, we're going to give you a driver, we're going to give you a car, we're going to give you a house until you are doing a service as a manager. These are all perks and allowances. But the person, he thinks perks and allowances are my main goal, and being as a manager, doing my duty as a manager is not my main goal. Then he's a fool. It is just a matter of time. He will just lose that job. That's what we all are doing. This human birth is given to do the pure devotional service. I know we all have different nature, different swabhava, different mindset, different need, different desire, because we all are individual. Okay, someone still is been in the bhakti for many years, even the many decades or many lifetime, still we are hankering to fulfill our material desire, which Lord is saying it's good. Whatever, if you have artharto, artharti, jigyasu, gyani cha, bhartashva, this 4 type of people, it's very nice. Please, at least you are not approaching any demigod, you are approaching me. But you need to raise your level as per your sincerity, as per how you beautifully, without offenselessly, we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The more we will chant, the more we will desire the more we will see the change in our life, the desire we are hankering for, it doesn't make any sense to us. One time my spiritual master, he gave an example. He says the way when we are at the airport and we are going to catch the flight, when we are at the gate, we can see on the side there that there is a big building, skyscrapers are there, even the aeroplanes are so big. Okay, everything looks so big because we are on the ground. But as soon as we just get on the plane, and when we are flying, and we can see plane, it never flies straight, it just flies lies in a diagonal way. When it goes like that, and when you can see the building, when you were on the floor, you can see the building was so bigger. But the way the flight takes off and it goes up and up more up in the air, and the find, you will think that things was so big in your life, it is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and one time it just vanquished from your eyes. It just disappeared from us, and you don't even see them, and you forget them. In a similar way, when we go higher and higher in our bhakti, whatever the material things if we see in our life, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and one day we will see we don't even need them, and we even don't even get in our mind. It says out of mind, sorry, out of sight, out of mind. So as soon as we just start seeing Lord, other things are just out of our mind and out of our sight, and everything just goes disappear. It is just a matter of following the instructions of this great acharya. Narad Muni ji is such a character in the Srimad Bhagavatam. His only purpose, whether you can see Pracheta, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, and many other like Pandavas, and many other, if you just name it, he only gave them the pure devotional service. He encouraged them to do all those things, even though the disciple was not ready, but that is the duty of a spiritual master. Prabhupada writes in the purport that even though the spiritual master is so capable, as powerful as the Lord, because he is doing the same work of a Lord, he becomes so powerful even though he's ready to give a benediction in a one go. But no, he wants his disciple to engage in the pure devotional service, so he can also become a self-realized person, because if anything comes in a very easier way, we don't value it. And another analogy Prabhupada writes about the Lord Sri Krishna, if Krishna wants, he should give victory to Arjuna just in a 1 second. But no, he engaged him. He said, no, you have to fulfill your duty. That's why we do also have our spiritual masters, they are so powerful, they can just give us anything just in a same way. But the point is, we are in a conditioned state. We won't be value when we get anything in a very cheaper way. But when we get anything in our hard work, okay, then we value it, and then we share the same value with others also. So there is a value, there is a qualification to achieve the blessings also, the mercy also. That's why Narad Muni, he tested his disciple, is he really ready to achieve my instruction, to get my instruction or not. He tested in many ways, and he passed the test. He says, now you are going to be a very right candidate for this devotional service. That's what the spiritual master also do. When he gives small tasks to some of his qualified shishya, so he checks them, and when they become qualified, then he asks them to do something more and more, because no one gives a big task to such a person that he's not familiar with. So when they say, okay, he's very responsible, he's very punctual, and he knows every in and out of the Vedic scriptures, then they award him higher and higher service. So now Dhruva Maharaj is going to have something which is higher than nobody has it. It's going to have a Dhruva planet, even the higher than Brahmaji. Later on, he will apologize to the Lord. No, I don't need it. He says, Lord says, I know you don't need it, but I want to give it to you. That's what the Vaishnav also says. When they become pleased by someone's service, they give beyond their expectation. In the case of Kardama Muni, we see that. In the case of Kardama Muni, when his wife uh, Devahuti, okay, she was serving him like a menial servant, and he became so pleased by her, he gave her more than her father gave her. I mean, such a celestial planet, such a loka, that is just floating. The whole city is floating in the air. It's just not a servant of one, two, three. There were billions of servants were there to serve Mother Devahuti. I mean, that is the power of the spiritual master here. So I would like to stop and see. We have 4 minutes to go. If anybody has any questions, any input to ask, I am happy to answer them. Thank you. I think, Prabhu, you can turn off your screen, whoever is sharing.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, excellent class. I like the analogy what you compared with the higher planet with the plane, aeroplane. It was a nice analogy to give and understand.
Guru Maharaj ki jai. He gave that, Mataji. I just heard from him and I'm explaining you. It's not me.
Haribol Prabhuji, I was about to say the same. It's very nice analogy. Yeah. Never heard of it before, so I really liked it. Thank you so much for sharing, Haribol.
Anybody else? Okay. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for a very nice class. Yeah, as Mataji says, very nice analogy of that example you gave. And Kardamba Muni, you gave that floating, whole city was floating in the air.
Yeah.
And so Guru also, like Guru gives us so much, and what we got, like same thing. We are also getting so much, everything, material also and spiritual.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are very fortunate in this
Yes.
parampara.
Yeah. So we need to take see with our previous karma by the blessings of the Lord and other seniors. We have comfort life to live. We are not worried about our clothes, shelter, and food. Everything is there. So we should, definitely now think about the Lord. There are many people in the world. They are thinking about their next meal, their clothing, their shelter. So we can think that. I mean, due to their, previous deed, they are going through with this suffering. At least we should not think about all those things. Accumulating more wealth. More item to eat and this and that. We should now think about something higher, something transcendental.
True, true. And the same thing, like Mother Dehuti got all this things, she enjoyed, but finally she wanted to go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead only.
Yeah.
So that should be our goal.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare
Krishna. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. If there's no question, no input, and yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Haribol, thank you.
Oh, Hare Krishna.
We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead, and we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri
Jai
Nrsimha, Jai
Nrsimha, Jai
Nrsimha,
Nrsimha, Jai Jai Nrsimha, Prahladesh, Jai Padma, Mukha Padma Bhringam. Ugraveeram
Gravira
Mahavishnu,
Mahavishnu
Jalantam
Jalantam Sarvato
Sarvatam,
Mukham Narsingam
Singhabhishanam Bhadram Mrityum Mrityum
Namami.
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai,
Jai.
Prabhupada Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Samar Vaishnavas.
Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripasindu Bhaveti
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Vaishnavinda ki Jai,
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai,
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai,
Jai.
Gaur Premanande.
Hari 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 Bol.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody. Hari
Thank you,
Bol.
everyone. Hare
Hare Krishna.